Almost half of all cars on the road have a warning light glowing right now. But here's the truth, most of those cars aren't broken at all. They're just confused. Mechanics know this, and that's why they make a fortune charging $500 to diagnose issues that can be fixed in under a minute. I've seen drivers ready to junk their car, only to watch it come back to life, with nothing more than a simple reset. Today, I'm breaking down 15 real reset tricks that prevent $1,500 repair bills, and 96% of drivers don't even know they exist. Stick with me, because even one of these resets could save you a small fortune. And if you want more free tricks that mechanics never share, hit subscribe right now so you don't miss the next secret. Reset number 15, ECU hard reset. Ever had your dashboard light up with every warning at once? Most drivers panic, but often the ECU just needs a fresh start. Disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive. With the battery off, press the brake pedal for about 15 seconds to drain any hidden charge. This wipes temporary memory and clears ghost codes. I once saw a Civic owner quoted $900 for computer diagnostics. We did this reset in minutes. Lights gone, car running perfect. Dealers love charging for this, but you can do it yourself for free. Just remember, always reconnect positive first, negative last. If your transmission shifts feel harsh or sluggish, the next reset is the lifesaver. Reset number 14, transmission adaptive reset. A jerky gearbox doesn't always mean mechanical failure. Many times the transmission control module is simply stuck on bad data. Here's the fix. With the key in on, press the accelerator fully down. Hold for 10 seconds, then release. That clears the old learning and lets the gearbox relearn from scratch. A Nissan owner nearly paid $2,000 for a rebuild before trying this. After the reset, his Altima shifted like new. Dealers never mention it, because resets don't pay their bills. This trick costs nothing, yet can save thousands. Drive gently afterwards so the system picks up smooth habits, not aggressive ones. And if your throttle feels lazy, the following reset brings back quick response.
Reset number 13.
Throttle body reset. Throttle lag can make your car feel like it's half asleep. Many think it's a failing sensor, but most times it's the ECU clinging to old calibration. Here's the reset. Key to on, engine off. Don't touch the pedal. Wait 3 minutes. Turn off. Wait 10 seconds. Repeat 3 times. This forces the throttle body to relearn airflow. I had a Dodge Charger in the shop with sluggish response. After 3 cycles, the idle steadied and throttle came alive. Shops charge $200 for clean and reset. But this version costs nothing. Do it whenever the car feels lazy after a battery change or service. If warning lights keep flashing after a fix, the next trick is what you need. Reset number 12. Window auto function reset. Ever replace a battery and suddenly your auto windows stop working? Most assume it's a bad regulator. But the truth is the memory just needs recalibration. Roll the window all the way down. Hold the switch 5 seconds. Then all the way up and hold another 5. That's it. A Silverado owner swore he needed a $300 motor. We showed him this in under a minute and it worked. Many cars like Subarus and BMWs require slight variations, but the principle is the same. Teach the module the full range. It's a tiny fix that saves big money. Now if your car refuses to start because of security lights, here's the reset that unlocks it. Reset number 11. Immobilizer reset. Few things scare drivers more than turning the key and nothing happens. The Immobilizer system often glitches after a battery swap, making the car think the key is wrong. Instead of paying $400 for reprogramming, try this. Disconnect the battery, press the brake pedal to drain charge, then reconnect. Some models require the key in on for 10 minutes before starting. A Corolla owner once panicked over a no start and called a tow truck. We did this reset, and the engine roared back. Dealers rarely mention it, but this trick saves time and hundreds of dollars. It's the first step every driver should try before paying for diagnostics. And if your stability or ABS lights stay on, the next reset gets them back in line. Reset myths. A lot of drivers believe disconnecting the positive battery first is fine. Truth is, that's the fastest way to fry your ECU. Always remove negative first. Another myth. You always need a scanner to clear codes. Not true. Many cars hide built-in sequences with just the key or gas pedal. Shops won't tell you because resets don't make them money. Knowing the truth saves your wallet and keeps your car safe. Reset number 10. Steering angle sensor reset. Ever had ABS, traction control or power steering lights appear right after a battery change or wheel alignment? That's usually your steering angle sensor losing its calibration. The fix is simple. With the car idling, turn the wheel fully left, then fully right, then return to center. This recalibrates the sensor and clears the fault. I had a Subaru owner pay $250 for diagnostics, when all she needed was this reset. Without it, the car feels twitchy and unsafe. But in under a minute you can restore stability. It's especially critical on European cars with lane assist and adaptive cruise. Dealers call it a system failure. I call it a quick reset. But if your tire pressure light just won't go off, the next trick is the one you need. Reset number 9. TPMS light reset. That stubborn tire pressure light isn't always a bad sensor. After a rotation or battery disconnect, the tire pressure monitoring system often just loses memory. Many cars have a small reset button under the dash or in the glove box. Hold it until the light blinks, then drive above 30 mph for a few minutes. I had a Camry owner quoted $120 for reprogramming. But a single button press fixed. Always check tire pressure first, then do this reset. Saves time and money. For newer models it may be in the infotainment menu instead. Either way, it's a free fix most drivers never use. And if your sunroof or panoramic glass stops working after service, this next reset will surprise you. Reset number 8. Sunroof relearn reset. Nothing frustrates owners more than a sunroof that won't close automatically after a battery swap. Shops charge hundreds for recalibration, but you can usually fix it with one simple trick. Hold the sunroof button in the close position for 10-20 seconds. Some models require doing it twice until you hear a click or motorcycle. That's the system relearning its open and close. I had a BMW owner nearly pay $500 at the dealership for this. Instead, he was back on the road in under a minute. Works for panoramic glass and even some convertible tops. Always check your manual. But this trick solves most cases instant. If your radio screen or Bluetooth freezes, the next reset will save you from a dealer visit. Quick reminder, if these resets are helping, hit like. It tells me to share more free shop. Reset number 7. Infotainment radio hard reset. Modern infotainment is basically a computer. And just like any computer, it glitches. Frozen screen, no sound, Bluetooth errors. Most drivers panic, but the fix is often a button combo. For Hondas, hold the power and home buttons together until the screen reboots. Ford uses the power, pause, skip track buttons. Volkswagen has a volume knob hold. I once had a customer convinced he needed a new $1,200 head unit. A 15-second button press brought everything back. Dealers hide these shortcuts because they'd rather sell replacements. Next time your screen locks, try this before paying a dime. And if your key fob stops working after a dead battery, the next reset will get you back in. Reset number 6. Key fob resync reset. Ever replace your key fob battery only to find it won't unlock the doors? Dealers love charging $100 to reprogram, but many cars let you resync it yourself. Step 1. Sit in the driver's seat with all doors closed. Turn the key to on, press the lock button, then off. Repeat a few times until you hear a beep or lock cycle. That means the car accepted the fob again. I showed this to a Mazda owner ready to tow his car for reprogramming. He drove away smiling. Different brands vary, but the sequence is almost always in the owner's manual. Don't pay when you can do it yourself in under a minute. And if your AC suddenly blows weak or out of sync, the following reset puts it back in order. Pro tips from the shop. Before disconnecting your battery, check if your radio or infotainment needs an unlock code. I've seen drivers reset their ECU and end up with a dead stereo. Always match fuse amperage exactly when pulling or replacing for resets. Never swap, just close and keep a $30 OBD2 scanner in your glove box. It pays for itself the first time a warning light pops up. And if you reset your ECU, drive gently afterwards so the car learns smooth habits, not aggressive ones. These small steps separate frustrated drivers from the ones who stay ahead of shop bills. Reset number 5. Climate control, self-diagnostic reset. Ever had your AC blow hot air on one side and cold on the other? Many shops instantly say, bad blend door actuator, and quote $800. But often the climate control module just needs a reset. With the engine off, press the max hot and max cold buttons together. Then start the car. You'll hear clicking from the vents. That's the system recalibrating. On some models it's the auto POF button I had a Chevy Malibu owner swear the compressor was dead. We ran this reset, and the cabin turned ice cold. Dealers don't tell you about this because recalibration is free, fast, and keeps you from buying unnecessary part. But if your lane assist or adaptive cruise suddenly quits, the next reset will bring it back. Reset number 4. Adaptive cruise camera reset. Modern cars with lane keep and adaptive cruise rely on tiny cameras and sensors. After a windshield replacement or weak battery, they often throw errors. Most shops suggest reprogramming, but some cars let you reset it yourself. Park on a flat surface, key to on, then hold the steering wheel buttons for cruise control until the system light flashes. On others, it's done by driving slowly in a straight line while the system recalibrates. I had a Toyota Corolla owner told he needed a $600 dealer recalibration. Instead, we ran this reset in minutes, and the system came back. It's not always universal, but for many cars it saves time, stress, and money. And if you drive a hybrid or EV, the next reset is the one nobody talks about. Quick reminder. If you've made it this far, you're clearly serious about saving money. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next reset. Number 3. Hybrid EV battery module reset. Hybrid drivers know the fear of a sudden battery system fault warning. Dealers jump straight to replacing modules for thousands, but sometimes the battery management system just needs a reset. On Priuses and many hybrids, pulling the hybrid system fuse for a few minutes forces a relearn. Some even have a dash button sequence to clear false codes. I had a Prius owner ready to scrap his car after a warning light. We reset the module, drove a few miles, and everything returned to normal. While real failures do happen, many hybrid battery problems are just electronic hiccups. Knowing this trick can save thousands and give your car a second life. And if your power seats suddenly stop moving, the next reset is a hidden gem. Reset number 2. Power seat memory reset. Luxury cars often come with power seats in memory settings, and when they stop working, drivers assume motors have failed. In reality, the seat module can lose its calibration after a dead battery. Run the seat fully forward and hold for 5 seconds, then fully back and hold again. For memory seats, press and hold the memory button until you hear a confirmation beep. I once had a Mercedes owner quoted $700 for a seat motor replacement. Instead, this reset restored full function instantly. Many drivers don't know these features can be reprogrammed without tools. It's one of the easiest resets to try before spending money. And for the final reset, here's the one that ties everything together. Reset number 1. Drive cycle reset for emissions. Imagine replacing sensors or a catalytic converter, only to fail emissions testing because your monitors aren't ready. This isn't a broken part. It's your ECU waiting for a proper drive cycle. The reset is specific. Start with a cold engine, idle for a few minutes, then drive at 45-60 mph for 10-15 minutes. Mix in accelerations and decelerations, and keep your fuel tank between 1/4 and 3/4. A Buick Encore owner failed 2 emissions tests, simply because this step was skipped. Once we completed the cycle, the system marked all monitors ready, and the car passed easily. Dealers and test centers rarely explain this because repeat testing makes them do it right once, and you save fees, frustration, and time. Mistakes drivers make with resets. One big mistake is rushing timing. Some resets require holding a button exactly 10 seconds. Not 5, not 15. Another, disconnecting the positive terminal first. That single slip can fry electronics. Many drivers also clear codes too quickly, erasing valuable freeze frame data. Mechanics need to diagnose real issues, and some skip the relearn drive, leaving the car jerky or sluggish. Resets are simple, but precision matters. Get them right and you save hundreds. Get them wrong, and you might create the very problems you're trying to avoid. Final thoughts, and there you have it. 15 real reset tricks that can save you from $1,500 repair bills. Mechanics hope you'll pay. Some of these are classics, others are rarely mentioned, but together they give you the power to keep your car running smooth without wasting cash at the shop. Just remember, a reset clears confusion. It won't heal a broken part. If a warning light comes right back, that's your car asking for real attention. If even one of these saved you money today, hit that like button. It tells me to share more shop-tested secrets. And for the next step, watch my video on the simple habits that make engines last 3. I'll see you there. Until then, drive safe and keep your car smarter than your mechanic.